But now I'd like you to see Lauren and I. Now Lauren is now age 7, and Lauren and I are talking about Big Al using Braidy, the StoryBraid. And I have Braidy, as Braidy was completed in the little introduction with Lauren, right here with me. Lauren focused on several things. First of all, it was obvious that she related to the iconic representations of story grammar elements. It was obvious that she loved to put on the feeling components and actually make the same feelings with her own face. So she was making connections. She made connections to life experiences, and she made connections to other information that she had about the ocean and then about other animals that existed within the ocean framework. She also elaborated upon Big Al and used advanced vocabulary. Join me now as we look at Lauren, age 7, a proud first grader. I'm so glad, Lauren, that you came this afternoon to Nana's office so that we could talk about a book by the name of what?
Big Al.
Big Al by Andrew Clements. And in preparation for this, Lauren drew a picture and decided where to put it. She would put her picture on the back of Big Al's head, of Braidy's head, and when it came time, she would
turn it
around and put it up here. So now everybody can tell that you drew a picture of what? Not a dog,
but a fish.
A fish, because Big Al was a what?
A big seaweedy fish.
A big seaweedy fish, and you kind of made him look as if he had seaweed. You made him green. And what else did he have? He had
teeth.
Were they small? What kind of teeth?
Big teeth.
Great big
like
teeth.
These.
And huge what?
Huge eyeballs.
Huge eyeballs. Now Big Al, I'm going to show you this. Big Al lived where?
In the ocean with all the other fish.
With all the other fish. Now would you put your star on Braidy? So that you could maybe tell me a few things about an ocean. What does it have in it as I point to the parts of the star?
It has jellyfish. Can you tell a story? Once my science teacher, a couple weeks ago, she told us that a man they're still playing his shows, but he was swimming in the ocean too far. So and there was a stingray, and the stingray put his tail up, so he died.
Oh. So
I think it was Man vs. Wild.
It might have been Man vs. Wild, but that's something that your teacher said, your science teacher in school.
Kind of a few months ago, I think. I think it was in January.
Oh.
I don't know.
So that was a good connection that you made with something you learned at school. So there are stingrays in the ocean that might be very dangerous.
Yep. And
what else in the ocean? If we could talk about sharks. Plants.
Plants. And
what would people use in the ocean to ride in?
Boats.
Could be boats at the top of the ocean. So we have Big Al who lived in the ocean, and you said with other fish. What were the other kind of fish in the story? They weren't huge, great big fish. They were
probably tiny fish like this.
Very little tiny fish. That's right. Now,
or as tiny as these.
Big Al loved to be in the ocean. And what did Big Al do one day when he saw that he had a little bit of a problem? He had a little bit of a problem, and what was that?
Kickoff.
It was the kickoff, yes. And what was it? You can put it right on the braid, right under the star. What was his problem that he had that made him feel sad, you told me?
That all the other fish weren't playing with him.
All the other fish weren't playing with him. And how would you feel if you were on the schoolyard and all the other kids weren't playing with you?
I would feel sad, and I would tell the teacher.
Sad and tell the teacher? Oh, and you could look sad too. Now, put the heart on. So Big Al felt sad. And if I asked you to use a mouth and just put it on Braidy's head to show sad, how would you put that? That's what?
Happy.
Happy. And this would be
Sad.
Okay. So Big Al felt sad. Okay, Big Al felt sad. That's right, that's good. That even makes him look sadder for some reason. Very good. Big Al felt sad because of what, Lauren, when you look at this? He felt sad because of what?
Because he had no friends, and he because all the other fish didn't want to play with him because he was all big and puffy and not like all the other fish.
Excellent. So you brought all of this together. And what was his plan? His plan
was to one of his plans was to
What did he want to do?
He wanted to get more friends to play with.
So what did he do?
So he covered himself up in seaweed. That didn't work.
No?
He puffed himself up, but that didn't work.
Why didn't that work? What happened to the other fish when they saw him puffed up?
I forgot the bird.
That's okay, but how did they feel when they saw him puffed up? Did they laugh and think he was funny?
Yes.
Or
No.
did they get afraid?
They got afraid.
And how would it look to get afraid? To get scared? How would it look to get scared with the eyebrows here?
I
To do
think
that.
That's mad.
Yeah, scared. Does scared mean the same as mad?
No.
Not quite, no. But he could have been scared. Yep. So scared doesn't mean the same as mad.
Nope.
But he's scared here. I mean, all the other fish were scared. So that's how they felt when he blew himself up.
But next he went under the sand, and that worked. Because all the other fish thought that he just fell to the ground and like lost weight. So
And was tiny. Until what, though?
Until achoo!
He sneezed, and what did that do?
Blew all the sand all over.
And all the fish
Swam away.
Yep. So after he buried himself deep in the sand, he also painted himself, remember?
No. All I remember is coloring.
Oh, he colored himself. Okay, he colored himself.
Colored himself
like
almost like
fish.
this.
Almost like that. So that he could look like the school of tiny fish passing by. You can put it back on. And that worked for a minute, but he was so big and clumsy that he bumped into them, and they got even more scared. All of a sudden, there was a brand new problem. All of a sudden, what happened?
Want me to draw it?
Well, you could tell it. Tell it.
A big net came down.
Silently from above, it said. And in an instant, who was caught?
Big Al.
Not Big Al.
But the fish.
The other fish. And how did that make Big Al feel this time now? He's not sad anymore or scared. Now he's what?
Mad?
Mad. He is mad. Excellent, Lauren. Can you look mad? Okay. Now he's mad.
I know mad because
one of your teachers?
Yeah. She teaches us growling dogs, so I already know mad.
Oh, growling dogs for your sounds, you mean?
Yep.
So now Big Al has a new plan. He is not planning to make friends anymore. Can you push these up for me? What's he planning to do? He's planning to rescue the other fish. So what does he do?
He starts bulging his eyes out,
And
then
flipping his
tail, and then charging right at the net, biting the net, and then letting the fish go.
Excellent. So as a result of doing all those things, Lauren, what happens at the end? He rescues the
fish, but he gets caught in the net.
But he gets caught in the net, so that's a brand new what?
kickoff.
A kickoff. And now,
And then,
how is he feeling now? He's not mad when he's stuck in the net. Now he's what? How again?
scared.
Scared again.
I'm scared.
He's scared. And I guess his plan would be to get
Out of the net.
out
but,
of the net.
But he couldn't because the fishermen rolled him up. And then they said in the book, ew, this is an ugly fish. And then they threw him back in the water.
They threw him back in the water, and so Big Al was how?
Not scared, not happy.
Not scared and not mad.
Mad.
But
Happy.
happy, as you said. That's very good. Lauren, in the final part that we're going to do today, could you push up the beads again? And could you
Beads?
just tell me if Big Al had a chance to think about how he could get out of that net? When he was
Yes,
stuck?
Big Al did.
What would he think about? How could he get out?
Flip his tail at
Maybe
the
flip his tail.
bite at the
He
net.
could bite the net.
If he had claws, he could rip it.
Okay, maybe with one of his fins. I wonder if his fins had a little bit of...
Sea otters do.
Oh, sea otters do?
Yeah, I went to Mystic Aquarium and I saw them.
What did they have on their fins?
Nails.
Claws?
Very sharp.
Oh, so then you know a little bit about sea otters, and that's what you thought about when you did
You
this.
know those like the fish with like the elephant trunk?
Yes.
Those are coming extinct. I
They're-
think. I think they are coming extinct.
Oh, they are.
I
And what does
think.
that mean?
Extinct means there's almost no more.
Oh, wow. Well, that would be sad.
I don't know.
That does mean that. Well, listen, I want to tell you something. You were very, very good. Can you look and say anything to the teachers that you'd like? Big Al had friends at the end, didn't he? And that was
Lots of friends.
lots of friends. And how did he feel when he had lots of friends at the tie-up here, at the bottom? Yes, very happy. So we talked about his first problem was when he didn't have any friends. His second problem was when he saw the net drop down. And his third problem was when he got stuck in the
Not.
net. And
I'll draw a
each of the
picture of
problems
each.
made him have a different what?
The problems.
Each problem made him have a different
Feeling.
feeling. Very good, Lauren. Thanks a lot.
Bye.